kept me loaded. God, I used to stay loaded. I learned how to steal my uncle's weed. I learned how to roll weed. And then when I got to be around 12, the whole neighborhood kind of changed, you know? It's just like this dark cloud came over our neighborhood. It went from Mayberry to like Death Valley, just all of a sudden. Instead of having smiles and laughing, everybody looked like they had the flu. Sick, skinny. And my uncle became really popular. You know, for some reason, this guy was like, people stopped coming to the front door and knocking. You hear this? You start hearing these little, you hear these little knocks, everything was, wow, they look like spies. My uncle became really popular. We had 2 lawnmowers, no lawn, but we had 2 lawnmowers. We had all kinds of tools, you know, and tires, no cars, but they brought tires. And they had this whole warehouse in the backyard just full of stuff, tools, and I had 2 bikes. They brought me some bikes, and my uncle got arrested. He got arrested on a Friday, and he didn't get out. They didn't get him out till Sunday night, evening. So when he got out of the car that brought him, he was no longer cool. Now this guy was so cool. You gotta understand. You know those guys that you always see like starts, always like their pants are pleated, t-shirt got a fleet, or it's really white and you got a shirt underneath, pleated. Wow, always careful. When he got out of that car, he looked like a maniac. Ran out of the car, and usually we talked, you know, he said, hey, ran right by me, ran into my grandfather's room, whoa, ran out. Wow, what's wrong with Gilbert? Ran into the bathroom, and I mean, wow. So my grandmother had a door that slid open. You could lock it, but if you wanted to get in, you just push on the door and then open. You know, I knew all the secrets. And so, well, what's wrong with you? Well, I remember I pushed the door, whoop, like that, and opened it. And Gilbert, my uncle, was like this. And he was like, using, right? And I go, give me some. That's all. I don't know why. I said, give me some. I don't know what he was doing. About 12. And just get out of here, Danny boy. And you're gonna have to understand that I worship this guy, right? And everybody else always had something to tell me. Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. You're not making truth with something, right? Gilbert just kind of like laughed at everything, right? He load on weed, I didn't know it. But I remember praying that I could be just like him. And I'll never forget when. I remember when. My grandfather, Bonicio Trejo, was a tyrant. A beautiful, loving tyrant. He was just loved me. Mine and his birthday were on the same day. And my dad was his favorite, and mine and his birthday was on the same day. So he loved me, but he still was like, he had a look that we called cara de hacha. He gives you that look, and if you look at him, you will turn to stone like that snake lady, right? And you knew you just screwed up, and you knew something was gonna happen, you were gonna get hit. And one day, me and Gilbert were standing there, and we had done something, and he's screaming at us, and I'm screaming. But Mexican grandfathers, they have a way of screaming like, I'm gonna break every bone in your body. It's like, it's this beautiful kind of like the world is gonna end, that kind of thing, and you're just gonna wait there. And I'm standing there, and I'm scared. I know, you know what? I was so afraid. Excuse me, okay, but I'm like this because I know I'm going to crap my pants. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for him to hit me. I'm just waiting. Oh, God. And voy a quebrar todos los huesos en tu cuerpo. I'm going to break every bone in your body. And when there's a certain way you get angry that really scares people, okay? When you're frothing at the mouth. No, I'm serious. If somebody's talking to you and frothing at the mouth, you're, what the hell? And these are all tricks that I've learned, okay? And I'm like this, and I look over the side. My beautiful Uncle Gilbert that fears nothing in the world is going like this. And I'm like this, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. He got so angry because Gilbert got it. And then he got so mad, he went into his room. Just went into his room, slammed the door. And I stood there looking at Gilbert saying, my God, we were staring death in the face. And he went to sleep. And then my uncle wakes up and goes, did he hit us? I said, oh God, dear Heavenly Father, let me be like this man. And when I opened that bathroom door, went in and said, give me some, he says, no, get out of here. I said, give me some or I'll tell. Because he was using my grandfather's syringe. My grandfather was a diabetic. And I got in trouble for using that as a squirt gun. It squirted to the side. But I said, give me some, I'll tell you, use it while Lindo's in. And so he's like, oh, wait a minute, hold this. And I'm holding this thing for him. I'm holding this tide for him, and I watched this whole procedure. And when he did it, I seen where all that cool, where all that I'm not afraid of death, where all that I'll go to sleep anytime I want came from. Because he fixed and then immediately went, oh my God, I don't even know what that is. And he gave me a fix. He gave me, I hate to say this because I used to do all the detoxes in LA in the early 70s. How much did you use your first 2 caps? That means they fixed in the 50s. You know? How much did you use? About a half a spoon. Damn. How much did they all get you a paper? You're like, damn. My uncle gave me 2 drops and I almost died. All right? Boop, boop. Or 1 drop. I might be exaggerating. And hit me. And the next thing I remember, I woke up out in my grandma's dirt, my grandma's front yard, just soaking wet because he threw me in the shower. And I think, God, this is beautiful. Nobody's gonna tell. And it's like you think of what problems did I have? What insecurities did I have? Well, maybe I was a little afraid of Shirley Temple, John Wayne. I didn't want to go back to Shirley Temple, but I don't know. I had none. I was having a beautiful life, just smoking weed. And I kind of grew up shooting dope, drinking, because let me tell you something. There's at the time, a long time ago, there used to be now it's method of it, there used to be Dolafine. And Dolafine was a pill that you could take and detox. And when you started getting clean, then you just started drinking. Started drinking. Okay, now I'm clean. No, but you could always tell what you were using because the crimes went from armed robbery, burglary, to assault and battery when you were drinking, and because you fight and drugs you don't want to fight, and so, but I did exactly what happens. You go to jail using drugs, and you got to remember the late 50s, early 60s, there wasn't like a whole lot of detoxes or recovery centers. I think that's the best thing that ever happened to a practicing addict is what's going on right now. You know what I mean? We have so many different modalities, so many different places to go, so many people that are willing to help. And I honestly believe there's only two kinds of people in the world. There's those that want to make a difference and those that are taking up space. And God, when you say, when I go to a prison and I say that, you ought to see everybody go, what group are we? And then I tell them, you can make a difference. Do you understand? It's like, everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. And that's the way the good Lord wants us to live. We got a whole room full of people right now that want to make a difference. Wouldn't be here if you didn't want to make a difference. They're certainly not serving food, but you could go to Trejo's Cantina and eat it. But my life in 1960, and you have to understand, I've known about 12-step programs for years. First time I ever walked into an AA meeting was in 1959. Thought it was a party. And there's a lot of cars parked outside. Yeah, it was a party. And they invited me, and I was carrying a case of beer, 3 bottles of wine, half pint of whiskey. I was already loaded on Red Devil, Second All, and I had a 38 Snub Nose. There's about 20 of us. And we busted into this party. And there's only 2 greetings you can get when you crash a party. Either everybody rushes to the opposite side of the room, that means they're willing to throw this party in your honor, or they rush to the side of the room that you're on and they're not. And that's what all them weapons are for. I'm sitting here holding a case of beer, 3 bottles of wine, half pint of whiskey. I'm already loaded on these pills. I got a 38 Snub Nose. And we got the stupidest greeting in the world. All these people come running at us going, hi, I'm Bill. Hi. Look at a big sign that said, we care. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is this? And I always told my troops, stay together, and we got the weapons. We'll kick the shit out of anybody. We'll kick the hell out of anybody. And the people in that meeting did what you call divide and conquer. When I got ready to attack, I turned around. You got them all in little groups of 4. They're talking, you know? And this guy comes up to me and starts talking about Alcoholics Anonymous. Hey, I've been on the program 8 years. Blah, blah, blah. I want to get out of here. Daddy, why don't you put that stuff outside and join us? I'm 15 years old. You crazy old man. I got penitentiary to go to. I did. And he whispered the curse. Curse of Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Cocaine's Anonymous, probably most self-help programs or program. He said, Danny, if you leave this program, you will die, go insane, go to jail. And it has been proven over and over again. People get clean, leave, and do exactly what the doctor who just talked said. Start trying to shoot as much dope as they did before. Bam, dead. I had a biopsy. Spots on my lungs. They took them out. Doctors here. I said no, you know. But you ever had one of those secretaries that gets in your business? So, I'm sitting there with a doctor, and he said, you know, if it was anybody else, but because of your history of cancer, we have to take these spots out with biopsy. I said, well, you mean they're not bothered? Well, no, we don't know. They're tinier. Well, then leave them alone. I'm telling this doctor to leave them alone. Damn secretary's making a date. What? Okay, you want to mean what time? Okay. And I'm all walking away. So I told him no. So yeah, well, you're coming in next Friday. And by the grace of God, they took them out, and they all negative. I wanted to call and say, I told you! But when he said that all negative, I almost started crying. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have done that, I would have worried myself into cancer. Thinking about, I know they're growing. I know it's growing right now. So, but I gotta say this, when I left, they gave me a prescription, okay? Now, I don't know, my secretary got it, let's go, I got a bottle of Oxycontin, and I know that's hillbilly heroin, and yeah, wait a minute, let's figure this out here, man. I get a phone call from a guy in Tennessee. He says, Danny, he's crying, and he said, Danny, I got your number a couple of years ago at a convention, and I don't know who else to call. My best friend just went out and OD. Man, he was doing good. He went to the hospital and he got hooked on that Oxycontin. Sometimes God sends us messages. I'm thinking, like right now, I took 3, what do you call it? Damn it. They're 300s. Not Quaaludes. Ibuprofen, yeah. I took 3 of them because it says you're only supposed to take 2. Come on, what the hell? They're 300s, I took 3 of those and it was like I was okay. I was okay, so it still hurts. You know what I mean? But there's got to be some kind of responsibility. You got to take some kind of responsibility. And again, it's like being cancer-free. Everything is possible with an attitude of gratitude. Everything, anything. And with God on my side, nothing can hurt me. I beat cancer twice. I beat brain surgery. I had brain surgery. Didn't even know it. Didn't know there was anything wrong. Well, I've always known something was wrong. I'm going to Vacaville for nothing, but that was funny. But I had fallen. I've been working like 16 hours every day for about a week and a half in Canada, freezing cold. So, besides staying awake and being cold, you're exhausted. I came home at like 11, got a call, went out, came back about 1:30, and I'm exhausted. And I fell and I bashed my head, I hit my head, and I broke my jaw actually. Got up the next morning, went to the doctor, and he said, well, you got a busted jaw. So we can either wire it or you can't chew. And I said, well, I'll suck soup. I was going to go to a Howard Stern show the next day in New York. So I flew to New York. Then while in New York, I got a call, and I did a commercial and flew to Mexico, and then I had an 8-day stay in Rome from Mexico because I had a film that I was doing. I finished that and then came home. When I came home, I was like starting to fall down, weird. Like if I was drunk, I was falling down, getting up. Mario said, "The hell's wrong with you? Oh, you got loaded, fucker. You got loaded, sucker." Wow. Like I was underwater. They took me to the doctor. The doctor gave me a CAT scan, rushed me into the emergency hospital. I run this in the emergency. And when I woke up, I had 2 tubes coming out of my head like this, full of blood. And I said, "Where'd you get that?" Doctor said, "Out of your head. I've never seen so much blood." My daughter was there. My daughter. "Well, doctor, he's got a lot of room up there." I busted a couple of blood vessels in my brain when I fell. I've been bleeding, I guess a little bit, for almost a week and a half. And he says, "Danny, you're a miracle." He says, "People get this injury and go home, go to sleep and die." I said, when he said a miracle, it's like in the self-help programs, right? They always talk about the miracle of sobriety and the miracle of being clean. And I always say that if you're an addict, alcoholic, and you wake up clean and sober, you're already in a miracle. Do you understand? I woke up this morning because of my addiction. I'm clean and sober. I'm already in the miracle. Do you understand? This miracle is like, whoa, you were. When I talk to a group, you have no idea what's going to happen. You ain't got a clue. If you stay clean and sober, I have seen programs that turn women that shouldn't even be near kids into soccer moms. All right? You know what I'm talking about? I'm just a God, man. It's like, hey. And then they got the, Daddy, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing. Because I got to get my girls to soccer. Like 8 girls, and I put them in a van. Yeah. And see, dads that shouldn't have the same thing. They're coaching a Pop Warner team, or they're T-ball coach, you know. And I mean, wow, that's the miracle. Do you understand? And when I talk about that in penitentiaries, you see grown men cry. You know, because I'm telling you, you got that chance. They got that chance. Bottom line, everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. That's all I preach. When I go to schools, I talk about drugs and alcohol will ruin your life. Education is the key to anything you want to do. I had a 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Finley, that was totally insane. All right? She used to grab my hair and like, you'll never amount to anything if you don't get a high school diploma. I'm in the 4th grade, lady. Who cares? This lady was crazy about the Amazon River. You know, I'm growing up in Echo Park. Who cares about the Amazon River? Tell me about Echo Park. It's got perch. We had a whole jar this big of dead fish in our room, in our classroom. These are piranha. You know what I would do? I would always put some food. They're all dead, but I always like to just put And she would always talk about the Amazon this and the Amazon that. Oh, God, I sweet this lady. Because every time she would talk about it, I would think about our beautiful Los Angeles River. Swimming it and growing another arm. And it was like this lady, I'll never forget the peace. There was just the crazy, crazy time that I went insane. She came in and she had these bracelets. They were sticks, okay? I don't care, I could have made them out of a 2x4. They were sticks. And they rattled weird. And she goes, class, this was sent to me by the Yanomami tribe. From the Amazon. Now you can't say Yanomami to a Mexican and not expect some results. I started screaming, Yanomami, Yano, Yanomami, Yano. In trouble again. You'll never amount to anything if you don't get ice cream. Shut up. Cut to 40 years later, I'm doing a movie called Anaconda. I'm on the damn Amazon River. I'm standing there with Ice Cube, J-Lo, John Boyd, Eric Stoltz. They're asking questions. This lady taught me crap I didn't want to learn. Why are those houses on stilts? Oh, that's due to the rise and fall of the river. Oh, I learned that. Damn her! Ice Cube. It's pretty cool, okay? Ice Cube's cool. And he says, hey, Trejo, where'd you learn all that? I thought you were a gangster, because gangsters don't know that stuff. You know, gangster knows who telling, who's did a robbery. That's what gangsters know. How you don't know stuff about the Amazon River? You know, who taught you that? Ice Cube is like, cool, okay? You know what I mean? I can't say, oh, my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Taylor. Oh, that's stupid, man. Don't laugh, that's good. I couldn't say that. You know I was in the joint. I read it out. Swear to God. When I said that lie, I felt my assignment. And then the funny thing is, like, all through junior high, high school, if you don't get a high school diploma, you'll never get about it. I wanted to join. I never got a high school diploma. And when I got to San Quentin, you get to San Quentin, all my homies, hey, all right. Of course, you knew I was going to make it. Danny, put your ducket in for dry clean, because we can stay like clean, all starch. Everyone, because starch is against the rules. Every one of my homeboys, starch, clean, everything. So I put in my ducket. Hey, I would like to go to dry cleaning. Damn thing comes back. This trade requires a high school diploma. What? I'm in prison! That's stupid! You shouldn't need a high school diploma to learn stuff in prison. I got a high school diploma. I went to school. Tamal Adult Bay School, what is it? Tamal Bay Adult Education, yeah. So I got a high school diploma and got into dry cleaning. Wow. Everything that they tried to tell me from grammar school came true, okay? Mrs. Finley used to have this way of saying, and really drove me crazy, because I knew she'd never been there. I asked her, have you ever been there? She said, no. She would say, class, oh, at night, the stars on the Amazon are overwhelming. And all them damn bracelets that make that noise. And just after I told that lie to Ice Cube, what's her name? Jennifer Lopez comes out and goes, look what I bought. Them stupid wood bracelets. I said, all right, lady, I got it. And my scene in the Amazon was shot with natural light. So as everybody was coming home at 3 o'clock, I would be going to work. It would just be me as the actor and 80 people crew, right? But being an actor, that means I don't travel with the crew. I travel alone. So I'm on a yacht about this big, going down the Amazon River by myself with a captain and the guys that run the ship. Coming back, it's about 10:30 at night. And I'm standing there looking, and I happen to look up. Hey, Mrs. Finley, you were right. They're overwhelming. I absolutely had to. I mean, first of all, she made me look totally cool in front of Ice Cube. Okay, man, smart convict, and everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. Everything. Do you understand? And that's what I preach. I preach help each other. Do you understand? How does that tell you? You guys know it. You're helping thousands of people. Right now, Mario and I are working with this kid. Was not a kid. He went to the pen when he was a kid. He went to the pen when he was 16. He had been in foster homes all his life. So then he goes to the pen. He does. Well, he's 55 years old. He just got out. He has no ID, no birth certificate, no. We call him an alien. Nah, you fell out of space, fool. You know? And he can't walk down the street. I mean, literally, he doesn't want to show cups and my parole plans. You know, and so now we're like trying to deal with Social Security and all that stuff. So whoever's here that can help that stuff, let me know. I love being clean. I love being sober. And I think the one thing that I like about this career that I've got, it was a joke too. This career was I came I had gotten a call from a good friend of mine, a kid that I was working with, right? I've been trying to be an extra just for some extra money because, you know, you're not gonna get rich being a drug counselor or being just, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But you guys ain't gonna get rich, okay? So you'll make a living. And so anyway, so I'm doing this extra work and I get this call from this one kid. He says, Dad, can you come down here, please? There's a lot of drugs. It's 1985. There's a lot of drugs at my job. And I said, what's the address? It's 11 o'clock at night. Give me it, you know what I mean? Because I used to get weird calls. I get a call and what I hear is, you want me to get naked? Who's this? Hello? No, I used to get weird calls. I'm saying, and I live by myself. And so, yeah, I got 108 days clean, and I think I'm going to use. I had been out of penitentiary since 1969. This is 1985. I had never gotten a call that said, I think I'm going to use. I got calls like, homie, you know what? I got a loan. And you could hear his wife go, tell him, go ahead. And then I'd get those calls from a bar. Those were like, hey, I think I slept. I used to love to get the ones from the closet. You know, 1985 was like, oh, Daddy, I think I'm having a heart attack. I would tell him, shh, be quiet. Because I went by your house. They're really out there, watch out! Call him back in 20 years. See him in detox the next day in the hospital. I get this call from this kid, he's crying. He says, I think I'm gonna use. I said, you know what, come on over. He said, I can't, I'm working. Can you come down here? He gives me the address to this warehouse in Dogtown, LA. Yeah, hang on. That's what I do, hang out with people who want to stay clean. I go down there. I thought he worked in a warehouse. It's a movie set of a movie called Runaway Train with John Boyd and Eric Roberts. The first thing I'm standing there and I'm looking at this, so cute, right? Everybody's walking around in prison blues going, hey, watch out, I'll kill you. God, it was so tough. And this guy comes in, do you want to be in this movie? And I said, what do we got to do? He says, you want to be an extra? I said, extra what? He says, can you act like a convict? My head said, well, San Quentin, Folsom, Soledad, Vacaville, Susanville, Sierra. I'll give it a shot, in the welterweight title up in San Quentin. I said, I know you, Eddie Bunker. I know that was in prison with this guy. He was a writer. He became famous writing writs. He could write writs. And those are very important. And he said, what are you doing, Daddy? I said, I'm here hanging out with this kid. They're going to give me $50 for acting like a convict. He said, you still boxing? I said, no, I train. I'm 40 years old. I don't get hit in the face no more. He says, we need somebody to train one of the actors how to box. I said, what's it pay? Because they're going to give me $50, right? Dick, homie. I've been beat up for free, homie. I started training an actor named Eric Roberts how to box for a movie called Runaway Train. The director saw that Eric respected me and would do whatever I told him to do. And he comes over and says, I'll never forget it. Andrei Kajilowski, very soft-spoken Russian aristocrat. They used to tell me, they thought I was impressed. His father has pictures hanging in the nude. I thought the Louvre was a bathroom. That's what French people call a bathroom, the Louvre. So, I got pictures in the bathroom. But no, but he's got it in a museum. His great-grandfather wrote the national anthem or something, you know, for Russia. But he comes up and he always talks like he's praying to you. He goes, Danny, you be in movie. You fight Eric in movie. And you be my friend. If you have a prison background, you don't like people saying, you be my friend. That doesn't sit right? And then he leans over, kisses me on one cheek, kisses me on the other cheek, and walks away. I tell Eddie, look, I'm gonna be trading that kid for $320, but if I'm gonna be kissing that old man, I want more money. He says, shut up, dude. You just caught lightning in a bottle. Do you understand? You just got SAG. I'm thinking, I didn't even know what it was. You just got SAG. I thought it was like pumped. And he says, so you just be cool with that man. And all of a sudden, my life changed again. I went from being, hey, you, to Mr. Trejo, would you like some coffee? Yeah. 2 cups. With cream and sugar. And put some of those Pilates, the little Pilates sugars, cakes. Yeah. Anything. People fix my hair. I got to wear makeup and nobody could laugh at me. You know, I did have to put it in my inventory. And again, everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. And that can happen to anybody. I turned 70, my life changed again. As a joke, this one producer on a movie saw that I liked good food. And he said, Danny, why don't you open a restaurant? Jokingly, I said, Trejo's Taco. 3 movies later, he brings me a business plan. And being the brilliant businessman that I am, I gave the business plan to my secretary, Mary Mateo, and my agent, Gloria Hosa, and I said, check that out, see what it is. They said, hey, it's not bad. Can't lose. Somebody's not asking you for $500 grand up front. Just do it. I just do it. 2 months later, we had a restaurant on La Brea called Trejo's Taco. A year later, 2 years later, we got 6. We just opened up one in LAX, number 1. And I got a donut shop. Everybody said, why you got a donut shop? I said, I like the police. I like them guys. You know, so it's like when I talk, it's like I know what's going on. When I go to school, the biggest problem with talking at schools is, first of all, you have to get that auditorium's attention, which is impossible because kids in high school don't have attention. They don't have such a thing. Then you got to keep their attention, which is impossible due to number 1, they don't have none. And then you got to show them you're cool, which is impossible. If you're 10 years older than them, you lose your cool status. And then you deliver your message. The message is simple. Drugs and alcohol will ruin your life. Education is the key to anything you want to do. Anybody can deliver that message. The only problem is they're not listening. They don't have the attention span. When I walk onto that campus, boom, I got everybody's attention. Not me, not Danny Trejo, but the guy from Spy Kids, the guy from Heat, the guy from Desperado. If you're Mexican, the guy from Blood In, Blood Out. That's it. They want to hear what that guy has to say. And that guy tells them, alcohol and drugs ruin your life. Education is the key to anything you want to do. They listen. I just spoke at a juvenile hall. Well, not a juvenile hall. It's the school that they send kids to when they're in trouble. Across the street is the juvenile hall. So if they get in trouble, they just march them across the street. And so we were talking, and they kept held their attention. Teachers couldn't understand. Why you got their attention? Are you kidding? There's 30 of me. There's a guy from Spike, and all them guys were talking. So all them kids want to hear what that guy got to say. And I had mentioned to say, you know what? Anybody here that gets straight A's can come down to my restaurant, and we'll have a lunch together. And they stood up and cheered. And teachers have been telling me, boy, you know what? We might not get good grades, but we're getting the best grades we've ever had yet. I said, well, you know what? Let's knock it down to anybody that don't get no D's. Get the bar a little more, you know what I mean? And the guys that get straight A's, they can have 2 dinners. But I don't know what else to say. I love being here. I want to thank my CEO, Mark, first of all, for not making me come here, but asking me to come. I still, what I do, people are doing, I'm public relations for a place called Western Pacific MedCorp. I've been there since 1975. And, you know, and I won't go because we're working with dope fiends right on the streets. You know, and that's what I love to do. And I love to go to prisons. I love to go to high schools. I love to carry this message. And the message is not of just one modality. The message is whatever works. Do you understand? Whatever works for you, let's do it. God bless you. Thank you very much.